Welcome to Nerd Positive. This is a Facebook and YouTube live podcast that celebrates everything we feel is awesome in hopes of spreading our fandom to you. After the live show, you can catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else you find your audio fix. Each week, we will dive into the hearts of fandoms and celebrating the things we love. From sci-fi to fantasy, movies to TV shows, and comics to video games, we explore the universes that have captured our imaginations and have made us lifelong fans. Expect passionate discussions, in-depth analyses, side quests, and maybe even a few things hiding under the bed. Whether you're a die-hard yippee-ki-yay motherfucker or just dipping your toes in the fandom waters, Nerd Positive is the place to be. I am the host, the self-proclaimed Emperor of Awesome, Bradley Butin, and with me every week I have the unverified twin of Dwayne The Rock Johnson in the eyebrows. The unverified twin of Dave Bautista, may I not say the Kurgan, in the head wrinkles.
Yeah, there.
The unverified twin of Carl Weathers in the mustache.
The flavor savor.
The unverified twin of Tony Todd in the right earlobe.
Yeah, there.
And the unverified twin of Shamar Moore in the nipples.
Absolutely.
You know, doesn't his name just sound like I want more?
It does. It does. So, you know, we want see more Shamar more. Yes, sir. So,
Yeah,
and by the way, when you mentioned the Kurgan, unlike that, there can be only one. So, absolutely.
Right. You know, and I think if Clancy Brown, I mean, obviously he can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dave Bautista is a good choice.
He is.
Yeah.
I forgot what animated I was watching the other day, but Clancy Brown voiced Trigon and just has such a great voice.
Right.
He along with Giancarlo Esposito, Jeffrey Wright, there are a few that might be a great future discussion. Who are our favorite voice actors? There's some that are just, especially ones that are really known for their voice. Like Mark Hamill, obviously, this is your cue. Let's hear it.
Oh, Brian.
But we obviously know Mark Hamill primarily as a live action actor, obviously famously Luke Skywalker. But then you have others that have done a bit of both. But then we look at, and Jeffrey and Giancarlo Esposito definitely, as is Clancy Brown, they've done a fair share of voice acting, but they really shine with their voice acting. So, and again, they just have that bravado that in their voices that are really set for those super villains, superheroes. And speaking of that, we're going to talk some heroes and villains today when we do a little bit of a mashup. We've not really done one of these before. That's going to be fun coming up.
Yes. I think we're going to do a few of these for the next few weeks, and then we'll bring back the Nerdageddon Tournament of Awesome in glorious ways.
Yes. And we shall acknowledge it. Yes,
we will. Yes, we will.
Okay, sir. Let's talk about some favorites.
Yeah, man. So, really, my week has been Supernatural. So I've been watching Supernatural with Leia.
Okay.
So Kaylee is working the fair all week.
Okay.
Or for the 10 days. And if you don't know, we're in Iowa. So the fair is kind of a big deal here. It's the biggest fair in the United States. Is that right? I personally don't go.
I will be going this week primarily because I have some obligations that require me to go to the fair, but I also am generally not a fair goer. Yes. Yeah.
The only thing I want from the fair is a corn dog. That's it.
I'll give you funnel cake. So yeah.
And then I've been watching. I started over on Strange New Worlds.
Oh, nice.
I knew it was going, and I missed half of season 2. So I started over and I got through season 1.
Okay.
And I got it. I'm like 4 or 5 episodes in on season 2.
Nice.
I know I'm further than I was before, but dude, I'm not impressed with season 2.
No, season 2 is where it lost me as well. I think there's season 3. I know there's at least a third
Yeah,
season.
right now they're doing season 3.
Yeah, so I agree with you. Season 1 was so good. I was so excited for season 2, and it just and it becomes not even kind. It becomes very difficult to stay invested. You know, that's in a world where you have so many options. Back in the day, if a series didn't hit you because there's limited options, you would usually circle back to it. So you hear stories of shows that really were not very popular in their first or second season. Maybe they had a down season, but they still went on and on and on because there wasn't this big push. Now it is really the opposite of that, that if you don't hit the ground running, you're kind of done, and your fans, your viewers just go find something else, especially since we pretty much have on-demand viewing at this point. So I can go watch something else that just dropped, or I can go watch the show I know I love from 2 years ago, and that'll take up my time. So so I may jump back in with you as well, sir. Any other big favorites?
Twisted Metal, man. Are you caught up on Twisted Metal?
Yeah, I'm not caught up, but I started it and I love it. I love it. Yes.
Man, I'm through episode 1 of season 2. I haven't watched 2 or 3. I think just the first 3 are out, right?
The first 3 are out. I think I just finished. I finished episode 2, so I'm a little ahead of you. But that's where I am as well. So
now,
yes, really good.
Do you
really
recognize the administrator of the town?
Yes, when I first saw. Help me.
Madeline with a Y.
Oh my!
But not where you think it is.
Yes. Maybe that explains where Wong went. Okay, yes.
Well, I'll tell you where Wong went here when I talk about another weapons here.
Okay.
Or another movie.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so comic Exquisite Corpses is just a super amazing comic book. It's a little bit political, but not really. So if it's not your thing, you know, it is what it is. Pretty much the richest people in the world who live in the United States, every year they do pretty much a battle royal. All these groups, they bring in their own serial killers or whoever, and they go through a town and they kill people, and there's down to one. They're down to one. That family is the shadow ruler of the country.
Okay.
It's fantastic. Like really, I mean, so good. Definitely need to get it. It's written by James Tynion IV. So amazing. And what else did I say? I don't forget. Anyway, movies. I went and saw Weapons.
I was curious. How was Weapons?
All right, man. There is a scene where Thanos kills Wong, or beats the shit out of Wong.
Okay.
While the Silver Surfer is running away. It's amazing. It's Weapons.
That makes my game later on across the multiverse makes it so happy. I love hearing that sort of thing. Yes.
But yeah, man, like it's fantastic. It's there's some plot holes in there, but like I was so into it that the movie fog was all over, dude. I was into the movie. Good. I didn't mind it one bit.
Good.
On the lunch break reviews I just did, I gave it a 20 out of 25.
Nice.
So good. Like it was like one of those when as you're watching the movie and you're like, hey, I wonder what's going on with X. And by the second that thought is complete, they're talking about X. And I'm just like, your pacing is perfect, man.
Good.
Yeah,
good,
dude.
Good.
So good.
Outstanding. All right.
Yes.
On my side of it, so my favorites of the week. Actually, I just caught. So the most recent Final Destination dropped a few days ago. So I finally got around to watching Bloodlines. It's a mad movie, but it gave us the send off of Tony Todd we wanted, which is really that, and it tied the holes there. I mean, the moment. Spoiler alert, but the moment that they do if you know the Final Destination franchise, it always starts off with a premonition. When they do the premonition, you see the kid that obviously is going to grow up to be Tony Todd, and that was by itself fantastic. I like the way they did a lot of tie-in to the other movies. Again, there were some some plot holes, but it was not as good as the first, because the first, it was such an innovative concept. It's kind of like Saw. That every time you come out with these, you're having to push it a little different or go a little more, but it kept me engaged in. And again, I watched primarily to see Tony Todd, R.I.P. His last, and you see he was quite ill when he did it. That's quite obvious, just his physical, the shape he was in. But again, he got through his one scene, which is what they needed from him, and it was fantastic. That by itself, going to give it its flowers. So much new stuff has dropped in the last couple weeks, trying to keep up with it. So I finished King of the Hill, which is, I really love King of the Hill. Eyes of Wakanda. Have you watched Eyes of Wakanda?
No, I forgot all about it.
Okay. Good news, it's short. It's only 4 episodes. Each episode is about a half hour, so you can definitely knock it out in an evening. Similar, without giving too much of it, it definitely has some similarities to the most recent Predator animated series. So as far as and again, it's only 4 episodes, but really they tie things together in the final episode. If I'm not, without spoiling it, that each episode is really good as a standalone episode, but the 4th episode really ties everything together. And it made me also think we really need Predators to go to Wakanda. So, and it expands as it should. It was produced by Ryan Coogler, who did the movies. It really expands on the concept of the War Dogs, and the War Dogs and Wakanda being in our again, hiding in plain sight. It talks about how Wakandans have been very present in a lot of significant aspects of history. And this is one thing, this is a baby spoiler, I will share this with you. They actually get Iron Fist right.
Really?
There's an Iron Fist, and they do Iron Fist the right way. Episode 3.
Okay.
If you want to jump to, because then you don't got to watch them in any single order. Episode 3, they get Iron Fist right. Okay.
I'll watch them all. I'll probably watch it once the kids go to bed tonight.
Sure.
I saw it the other day, and I was like, okay. I'm like, I forgot about this. I put it in my queue, and then I never went back to Disney Plus. So I'll get to that one. You'll have to check in with me next week. And I will.
We'll
talk a little bit more about that one.
I think it did well, and I hopefully will get addition. And I actually kind of like, one of the things we've criticized is when some of the streaming services, when a lot of streaming, obviously Netflix is the OG, when you started having direct-to-streaming service series, you generally had 10 episodes, and then you started shrinking to 8, and I think generally on Disney Plus is typically 6 episodes. But even though Eyes of Wakanda is only 4, and again, it's 4 half-hour episodes, on one hand, you can, when they drop them all at once, it actually, I think it works. You can just knock them out in a weekend and an evening if you really are, and then when they're done well, it really keeps up with that. And also, Bradley, we are less than 2 weeks away from Peacemaker season 2, so I am really excited for that. One more Twisted Metal, we just talked about that, and I'm actually rewatching Wednesday season 1 to start Wednesday season 2. So yes, sir.
Nice. Yeah, I watched episodes 1 and 2 of Wednesday.
Yes.
Season 2, and no spoilers. We'll do a full episode. Maybe we'll do a lunch break review special of Wednesday when it comes out. I know Rainmaker comes out soon.
Yes.
And then Alien Earth comes out in 2 days.
Yes.
And
yes,
that will go to the top of my list. So,
and we just had the series finale of Resident Alien, and now that that's happened, I'm gonna binge all of Resident Alien as well.
I think that's a good idea, man. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we'll make a segment of that, and we'll just do a couple episodes a week, and we'll bring people along on a journey of Resident Evil, because it's a good show.
It was a fantastic show.
Yeah.
All right, and one last thing I'm going to mention, just because, we talked about review bombing and how people review things harshly, and it's just people taking the fun out of stuff.
Yeah.
There's a movie that's on Amazon, and I wanted to like it.
War of the Worlds.
I wanted to like it so much. And actually, the concept of it for about 15 minutes was really good.
Yeah.
Then you realize this is how they're going to do the entire movie. When you give me Eva Longoria, when you give me O'Shea Jackson, aka Ice Cube, and what you give me is this for the entire, at least as far as I couldn't finish it. I just was like, please tell me they're not gonna do this. Was such, and I understand on some level Amazon Prime is television, but this was such a, back in the late 80s, early 90s, when movie of the week was a thing. Like every weekend there'd be a movie of the week, and it might be like a star for one of your favorite TV shows, and there'd be a movie of the week. Maybe you have a couple of them, and it would be a movie that you watch, and you weren't expecting anything major out of it, but it was on free TV, and you watched it, and it was a thing that you would do. This felt like such a movie of the week with two still relevant, famous people, and it honestly looked cheap. Like, it's just like, how do you not have better production value of this? So anyway,
man, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Did you ever finish Countdown?
No.
Me either.
Countdown and Ballard, I had a hard time. Now I did find a new one, and I'm gonna finish because it really kept me. There's two that really is that's really kept me interested. It's Good Cop, Bad Cop, which is on Prime as well. It kind of gives you the vibe of not quite as funny, but kind of in the vein of like the early seasons of Monk, where you have kind of a mismatched detectives and their siblings. One is it's takes us in a small town. The female of the siblings is a very straightforward, good detective. Her brother is, again, very, very type A. It's got to be his way, and because of that makes it hard for him to move up in the ranks. So they get forced together on a case. She's the good cop, he's the bad cop, and their interplay as siblings, also in this small town where there's this unsolved murder, also is really interesting. So again, Good Cop, Bad Cop, is a pretty good series, so you might want to check it out.
And it's got Clancy Brown in it. I just looked at the IMDb.
It does have Clancy Brown in it.
Nice. So, apparently he is our actor of the episode.
He is, and in this one, he is not the sheriff that dies in episode 1. Now, what show is he, Bradley? This goes back to Across the Multiverse, Brad.
Okay.
What show did Clancy Brown play a sheriff, and he dies in the first episode, and much of the first season is understanding what happens to him? It's a show we both really love.
Oh my gosh, I know what you're talking about.
Yes. If you don't get this right, you're gonna feel like you lost your head.
I can see him. Talking to the woman.
I mean, you just want to get up on the horse and ride this, man. You'll figure it out.
Oh, is it Walking Dead?
No, man. I mean, think about it. It's almost just, like I said, you're just gonna feel like you lost your head if you don't get up on that horse and figure this out.
You're giving me a hint, and I'm not picking it up.
Stay awake. You're looking a little sleepy. I'm gonna save you from yourself. Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, damn. That's right. Right.
Yes. Sleepy Hollow. Yes. So
nice.
Again,
which is a great show that ended way too soon.
It ended way too soon. I felt like you had a couple shows that were contemporary. That and Grimm, I felt like that Grimm and Elementary, I felt like always kind of circled each other, and I think sometimes Grimm, I felt like could have gone one or two more seasons, especially because that last season felt really, really rushed. Elementary was good. I think got the run it should have, but I agree with you with Sleepy Hollow. And the casting of Sleepy Hollow, that's another show you can just unpack the casting of that so much. Man. All right, sir.
Who was the guy? Who was Ichabod Crane in that?
I gotta look it up myself.
All right. Well, you're doing that.
I don't know. I like him better than Johnny Depp, and I really like Johnny Depp, but I liked him better. Okay, so it is The actor that played Ichabod is Tom Misum or Missum. Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Excellent.
And I've seen him in a few other things. Let's see, what else is he in? His filmography is nothing major film, maybe it's television. He was in an episode of Bones.
Good show.
Yep. He was in Four Weddings and a Funeral. He is gonna play Hugh Loxley in an upcoming Robin Hood movie, so I'm assuming that's Robin's father, but maybe it's Robin's brother. I'm not sure. So yeah. All right, my friend.
Nice.
Are you ready to? Well, how about this? We got a different thing we got on slate tonight. Do you want to start off with our wrestling recap of SummerSlam? Want to knock that out first?
Let's talk some wrestling.
So let's talk SummerSlam. Then I want to talk something else with you, just your opinion about something coming off the WWE. So let's do our recap. So SummerSlam was a 2-night event. It had quite a few matches. I'm just going to go through the card that finished up last weekend and to see how we did on our scores. So I'm taking these in the order that they were on the actual, not how the event, but the card as they had them listed. So first up, we had Tiffany Stratton defending the WWE Women's Championship against Jade Cargill. We both thought that we both wanted Tiffany to win. We both thought that Tiffany would win, and that one we had spot on. All right. Next up, we have Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Before we get anything out, I want to give Jelly Roll his flowers.
Yeah.
Jelly Roll they said he lost a little over 200 pounds in preparing for this match, and just overall just want to be healthier. They didn't have him do too much. What he did in the ring was absolutely sufficient. It didn't look horrible. It wasn't completely implausible. You talk about movie fog. It kept us in the match, and that splash he took, other than he braced for it far too early, but hey, it's his first match. Can you imagine your first match being at SummerSlam against Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre, and Randy Orton, one of the greatest of all time, is your tag partner?
Yeah.
If that's the best thing people can say is, hey, when you took a splash on a table from a dude who's jumping from a significant, and by the way, give Logan Paul all the credit in the world. The fact that you obviously braced for it quite a few seconds, also Paul kind of milked the setup. But with that being said, I mean, and he came in, he took his lumps, they had the right call. Not only did Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul win, but Jelly Roll is the one that was pinned, which is what should have happened. Really, really good. And Triple H said afterwards that we may see Jelly Roll more in the future. You know, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, me too.
So again, we're 2 for 2 so far. Now we get to Gunther versus CM Punk. We both wanted Punk to win, which is what happened. However, when we said I thought Gunther would retain, I thought they would build for Gunther versus Jey Uso. You called Punk. You were right. However, I'm going to give myself a pat on the back. I said we would find out if the Rollins knee injury was legit or not on if Rollins cashed in. And guess who won the pony? That probably is my favorite cash. He probably has my 2 favorite cash-ins. When he comes out, and they set it up perfectly. They had to comment like he has until June. It was just letting you know I'm still here. He turned around. It looked the show's going on, and then it's because he's dressed in the suit, right? He drops the canes or the crutches. He takes the knee brace off. He runs down. They have the match. He hits the stop 1, 2, 3, and of course Michael Cole, who called the heist of the century, you know, at WrestleMania several years ago, now calls this the ruse of the century. And you got to give it to his wife Becky Lynch, who hopped on Twitter or X and goes, "Wait, you telling me my tweet was fooled you all?" Oh no! I was like, "That's fantastic. That's fantastic." I
will say one thing though. Okay. They shouldn't have done it at the same time as they were pushing the Dominic "I'm not clear to wrestle." Because like it took away from it a little bit because it's in everybody's brain, right? Like because Dom, I can't fight AJ because I'm not cleared to fight. I'm not cleared by. I'm not cleared. Well, obviously, Seth Rollins shouldn't have been cleared to wrestle.
Right.
And
and then he runs down.
So like I feel like since it was at the same time, it took something away from.
It did. That's a good point. That's a really good point. So far, Bradley, though, you are 3 for 3. Now, this is the first one that we got it wrong. It was the women's tag team title match. It was the Fatal 4-Way. Was it 4-Way or triple threat? Let's see, one. It was triple. It was Fatal 4. No, it's triple threat. Triple threat. No, it was a. It was singles match. Excuse me, and that was Judgment Day taking on taking on Charlotte and Alexa. Who we wanted to win was Charlotte. No, Charlotte and Alexa won, didn't they? Okay, I just marked that wrong. You are 4 for 4, and because I was getting confused with the match up there previously. So you are 4 for 4. I am not quite there yet. We get Jay and Roman versus the Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Really good match. Again, we called that one correctly. So far, you are perfect on night 1. This is where we got it wrong with some additional sad news. So Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. It really looked like they were building for Karrion Kross to really step out on his own, but he lost to Sami Zayn. And Brad, I don't know about you, but I kind of was a head scratcher to me until the news came out this weekend. And have you heard the news?
I heard that they moved him to alumni on the website. They did move him to
alumni,
which probably is not a good sign. I haven't read into it. I was going to wait to talk to you about it.
Right. So basically what it means from the best leaking that you can find on the internet wrestling community, which is definitely not always 100% correct, is that their contracts were scheduled to expire this weekend. Cross did do an interview. He thought they would be able to pull something together. As of this weekend, that appears not happening. He moved into the alumni page. However, that doesn't mean that they won't re-sign them. Look at our truth. There's been multitude of examples of folks, but right now, so it's doubtful we'll see Karrion Kross on Raw in the upcoming weeks. However, the fan outcry for getting behind Karrion Kross was really huge. So hopefully, this means they're just working out some details, or maybe he's gone for a little bit. He comes back. The draft, I think, is coming up soon. Maybe a change of scenery, putting him on SmackDown, because I think he's too talented, has too much charisma to not be pushed. So hopefully we will get to see that. All right.
Agree.
So I'm going to skip the main event. I'll talk about that last. Let's jump to night 2. Since you already mentioned it, Dom versus AJ. We both picked Dominic Mysterio to defeat AJ Styles when it came to the Intercontinental title. We were correct there. Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa. We both wanted Fatu to win. We both thought Fatu would win. He did not. Solo Sikoa won that one. However, I do think this is a setup for something bigger when it comes to Jacob Fatu. We had the women's Intercontinental title match, Becky versus Lyra. We both wanted Becky to win, but we both thought Lyra would win given the stipulation. It did not happen that way. Becky did retain. And with a little outside interference from Bayley, and I just want to thank whoever, whether it's Bayley or someone else, I just really appreciate the wardrobe for for Bayley at SummerSlam. That was the best part of that match. Absolutely. And then we've got Naomi versus Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. We both thought that they would retain, as she did. She actually pinned Rhea. I think we both thought she would pin Io, but she wound up pinning Rhea. And then lastly, the main event. And before we talk about the actual match, because we hadn't talked about this. So, there was one other match. It was the Wyatt Six keeping the titles in the 6-pack TLC match. We both thought it would be Andrade and Rey Fenix. It was the Wyatt Six. Really great match, though. But then back to Cena and Cody. So we probably
hold on a second. We
have a cameo, maybe a couple.
We have two cameos.
I see Pop-Tarts.
Go ahead. Want to say hi?
Hello.
That
was loud.
Hello.
That was low.
Ooh.
That was low. That was loud and low. That'd be a great tag team. We are loud and low.
No.
Who was the best match in SummerSlam?
I forgot. What's the matches again?
All of them.
I forgot what the girl won.
The girl won, probably the
girl.
Alexa Bliss and Charlotte.
Yes. Oh yeah.
All right, girlies.
I like Becky and Lyra.
Yeah. Tell Brian bye bye.
No, I need the headphones.
Okay.
You tried, brother. Hey, Princess
Hello.
Leia. How are you?
Hi. Good.
How's your Pop-Tart?
It's good. It's s'mores.
Is it a
And it's
s'more
just
one?
snorted, by the way.
Is what?
And just snorted, by the way.
Oh, nice. Okay.
She's laughing her butt off.
That's fair.
Do
That's
it
fair.
ASMR.
All right.
ASMR.
No.
It's not an ASMR podcast.
No, we're not
I'm pretty
doing
sure
that.
Brian
because
does
we're
not.
grown up.
We're
We're grown-ups. All right. Hey, Leia.
Sure.
Like it
Leia.
up if we should wax
Yeah.
Daddy's eyebrows
Who's your
and
daddy?
underarms.
What?
Who's your daddy?
This guy
Your
is.
shirt. Your shirt.
Yeah, or Anakin Skywalker.
Or Anakin. Yes. Yes. All right.
Okay.
Fair.
Stay hydrated.
Yep. Stay hydrated.
All right. How
Stay
bye.
hydrated.
How bye.
Okay.
Bye bye.
All right. Give me the headphones back.
You're welcome.
All right, girls. You have fun.
Yes, king.
All right.
Live life and be a king. A queen, actually.
They don't take out.
Extra for you.
They don't take after me at all.
No. Hey, and this is what I will tell you this with all love, man. Show no fear. Show no fear. Okay.
No,
Or to
no
quote-
retreat, no surrender.
or to quote the Fly with Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis, be afraid. Be very afraid. Yes.
You know, we should on an upcoming episode of the podcast reboot. No retreat, no
No
surrender.
surrender. That yes.
Right.
All right, so back to the Wanna Wrestlers. We'll finish up this one. So we had talked on the podcast the last time we recorded about Cena and John Cena legitimately is retiring at the end of this calendar year, and that he only has, I think he's got about 10 or 11 dates left, and he was a heel going into this, and I talked about there's something's gonna happen to start turning him babyface, because he should drop the title but then finish up his run as a babyface, retire as a babyface. And I thought The Rock or someone come out. But Brad, his babyface turn was basically going, I don't want to be a heel anymore. I want y'all to cheer me now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, don't get me wrong. The guy can talk. And Cody was there to try and like give it some oomph. But I mean, we spent 5 months with him trying to show us that he's a heel. For him basically just one Friday night after Cody beat him up. By the way, when someone's unconscious and you sign a contract with their hand, that isn't a legal contract. So
Unless it's in the WWE.
unless it's in the WWE, right? And
Right.
like just like you got to be cleared to wrestle, or my other favorite WWE rule. Well, this is a wrestling thing either. When they say someone's going to be stripped of the title because they don't defend it every so many days, until they just don't book you to defend it, and then they kind of forget about it. Yeah. So it only matters when it matters. All right. So Cody is now facing the babyface John Cena, and I will say that I think I texted you this. As much as that was kind of wonky, his babyface turned back. The fact that we got that intro at SummerSlam, the second biggest show of the WWE calendar year, and he came out to the entrance music. We got the bright lights. He wore the belt on forwards. He said hi to Stu, the camera guy. He did the salute. He ran down to the ring. He did all those old school Cena moments. I told you before, I was more of a Randy Orton Edge fan during his heyday than Cena, but Cena's still Cena. I don't say he's the GOAT, but he's still really, really good. He is one of the greatest of all time, not the greatest of all time. To see that he deserved that, and you could see so many people in that crowd, probably a little younger than you and I, who it meant the world to see John Cena come out like that. And so with that, that was great. The match was actually really, really good. It was kind of weird to have two baby faces going at each other in a street fight, but we had a great ending. And of course, then Triple H said it was going to be more shocking than the end of night one. It was, because we had the return of the Beast Incarnate. And if you know anything about the scandals, that's what she said. Brock Lesnar returned to the WWE.
Yeah.
And when Brock comes back from a long absence, it's kind of what he does. He shows up, he F5s John Cena, and he walks away.
Yeah.
So that's what he's done a few different times. And now we're definitely getting Cena and Brock probably Survivor Series is my guess. It's the next super big pay-per-view they have.
Mm-hmm.
But in the interim, we're going to get Clash in Paris. We're going to get Cena and Logan Paul, another really good match that I think will be there. So, all right, so let's do a real quick one. Favorite match between both nights. What was your favorite match?
Oh man, I'm Punk. Hard no. Man, I'm gonna go say Cena Rhodes. I'm just gonna say Cena Rhodes.
I'll go with you there. I think had they not been to cash in, don't get me wrong, Rollins was gonna cash in, and I think Rollins being champion makes a lot of sense. I'd have liked to see Punk get it, and they pointed out Punk's reign was actually shorter than Drew McIntyre's reign by like 11 seconds. So I would have liked to have Punk at least get, even if Rollins cashed in on Raw on Monday, but Punk got his title. But I agree with that I would say Cena Rhodes my favorite. Did you have a least favorite match?
Pretty much everything else on night 2.
Yeah, night two was bleak. Yeah,
man, dude.
The triple threat for the women's title was overall a good match, but it was all the matches. And I think I told this, I was texting you. Every match they had on night 2, other than the Intercontinental title match between Dom and AJ Styles, because of the stipulation, they were no disqualification matches. So you had chairs and all the things happening in all the matches that you just got burned out on that for a while. And the best example of that was the Becky Lyra match. That match was so overbooked. And it made and Bayley being out there seem silly because she was trying to help Lyra, but she didn't really. So night 2 was, they had 2 really good matches, the triple threat match for the women's title and then Cena Rhodes, but everything in the middle. Dom and AJ should have been on Raw, the type of match that they gave us. I mean, this should have been on Raw, but with that being said,
same way as Solo and Jacob, man, it was so quick and it was just over before you knew it. This
could have been a SmackDown main event. It was not. And again, knowing that how it laid out, and again, I really think, and I'm gonna say it until we get past the Royal Rumble, I'm calling my shot. Jacob Fatu is my pick for winning this year's Rumble. So they're trying to move him away from Jacob and the MFT, which I do get that. And then a steel cage match, you can lose without losing, and they did a lot to protect him. But there's night 2 is not, and I don't know if SummerSlam warrants having 2 nights. So go ahead.
Now you know what? Like, I like Jacob as the win, I like Fatu as the win, but also, who else is probably going to be in there? Gunther.
True.
And I will be one of those 2.
Yes.
Will be one of those 2. If Gunther isn't holding the belt,
right,
and they're saving him for a WrestleMania match, then Gunther's gonna win.
And I think they did something smart with Gunther. I couldn't tell if the injury to the nose was a work or a shoot, but he got color, he bled. And then I'm thinking that probably was a work because Cena then CM Punk hit him with 2 go to sleeps around the facial area as well. That was a legit broken nose in. He probably wouldn't have done that. So that's the way of writing Gunther off TV for a while. Gunther is one of those, similar to The Undertaker, less is more with Gunther. Have him come out, beat the snot out of people, have him be champion, but beyond anything in the middle, you don't really need him. I mean, his shine is better when he's more of a quote-unquote special attraction. So writing him off TV for a while, and again, him coming back, and you're right, I could see that. But again, the benefit that they have between the Rumble and Elimination Chamber, you get 2 chances at a WrestleMania main event. And so if Gunther's, you're right, if Gunther's not champion and he's in that does become kind of a coin toss. Could be down to those 2. But whichever one of them doesn't win the Rumble, I think, again, like you just said, that one probably becomes my number 1 pick to win the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah,
all right.
For sure.
Okay, so now before we hop into our mashup, did you see the big news that the WWE and ESPN are trying to frame as positive regarding the WWE and their premium live events starting next year?
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. We already pay for the bundle on
Okay.
the Disney Plus bundle, and
Okay.
and that'll be the only thing that I watch on ESPN.
Sure.
So
Sure.
yeah, it is fine. I do wish they would pick a home and just stay there though.
Yes.
You know, like because
Yeah.
this whole and it should be Netflix. Like
It should, because that's
Netflix
where it is
should-
in every other country. It's Netflix.
right. So like, why are they not just combining everything? But I mean, like now they're literally on. They're gonna literally be on Netflix and on their number one competitor.
Yes.
You know, so
Yes.
yeah, how
And-
that makes
and-
sense, how that is even legal, I don't
And
know.
DirecTV / like for me, I do YouTube TV. So like if I want to watch the WWE in a given week, this would
Yeah.
be my week. So I watch. Remember, we started watching when everything was on USA.
Yeah,
So I watch Raw on Netflix. I wouldn't. So that requires a Netflix subscription. I subscribe to YouTube TV, so that gives me the CW and USA for NXT and SmackDown. But then their PLE events are going to be on Hulu. So yeah, and then they're still talking about what will still stay on Peacock. I don't think. I mean, they're gonna put this in as big of a positive they can, but I think this is gonna really hurt the Peacock subscribers because that's the only reason. Nothing wrong. I love Twisted Metal, and I love American Ninja Warrior, and those are probably the only things I watch on Peacock. Other than the WWE, is American Ninja Warrior when it comes out, and that's something that I can just also record on regular TV, and Twisted Metal. So I don't know if Twisted Metal is enough to keep me, and who else? I don't know if there'll be a third season. But yeah, I think this is really gonna drop those Peacock subscribers. And it's the fact that the WWE Network was $9.99. Peacock, I think, is $10.99, and now you go on to ESPN, that's going to be $29.99. So yeah. So all right, but they're making money hand over fist, my friend. So
Yeah, they are.
With that being said, it's almost like the comic that you just talked about, when the billionaires rule the world, right? Okay.
Mhm.
So, all right, I'm going to give us the quick intro to our mashup we're going to do. This is something we've not done, but we've talked about these kind of loosely over the years of doing the podcast. We never actually sat down and just take kind of a stab at this. So Bradley and I, instead of doing a Nerd Again Tournament of Awesomeness, this will return in a few weeks.
Yeah.
We're going to take the idea of a mashup. So this is a fun thing that fans do a lot, is that we go, hey, if we dropped our favorites from one universe into another, or if things got mashed up, what if is probably the best example of comic books that play with this, is let's take folks from one universe, put them in another, and what would that look like? So Brad and I, via text, which all of our great ideas started this way, is we're going to look at some folks from the WWE. We all love wrestling.
Yeah.
And we're going to say, how would they fit if they became new versions of some of our favorite characters from DC? So Brad and I picked 10 people. We'll go into these. Some I'm sure we'll go into more depth than others, but I'm just curious how we'll look at this. And Brad and I picked 10 different WWE superstars, and I came with 10 specific DC folks. So Brad, why don't you start off with some of your lists, my friend? You can do all 10, or we can split up, but let's just get to it, bro.
Sure, man. Well, I'll do 10, you'll do 10, and then we'll just
We'll
talk
do
it out and we'll go from
Let's
there.
get it.
So the number one thing that popped into my, I had two of them that came up that I didn't share with you via text.
Okay.
One we were talking about is first of all, LA Knight. Yeah. Where am I gonna put LA Knight? Because he's gotta be in this. Someone with this larger than life. It's almost like he can go back in time because he's like The Rock and he's like Stone Cold.
Yes, yes.
Maybe it's a little
Sometimes
bit
to his
of
detriment, he's like
Booster
The Rock
Gold.
and Stone Gold. Yes. Okay, but you have LA Knight as Booster Gold?
I got LA Knight as my Booster Gold.
Okay, yeah.
And I've been reading. I've read several Booster Gold comics from the first volume 1 from 1985. So Booster's been on my brain. I'm also a big fan of Booster Gold, Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle didn't make it. I also left out Peacemaker and John Cena. I didn't put them on here at all.
I thought that saying like it's kind of already there. Yeah.
Yep. So
All right.
another one of my favorite characters in DC Comics
Okay.
is Green Arrow. And I was at first I was thinking like, who's blonde? Who has cool facial hair? But then like, you know what? I want a nerd because Oliver Queen's kind of a nerd. Oliver Queen, the character of Green Arrow, is very, very about social justice. He's very grounded. Some might say he's even straight edge. CM Punk is my Green Arrow. Okay.
I like
now,
that.
I don't know how CM Punk is with archery, but you know what? He's got AJ, so I'm gonna guess he's all right.
Well, he can get something on target. See what I did?
That's right. Next, my Batman. I wanted somebody who didn't fit into the babyface or the heel, and he could kick the crap out of pretty much any babyface or any heel. Someone that could go around and just kind of blend in and almost mimic the other person, right? Whether it's Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre. Brian, my Batman is Karrion Kross.
I love it. I love it. I absolutely love that. They're not words for that. I absolutely love that.
Next. Now, I didn't put Superman on my list because I couldn't really think of one WWE star that's more overly powered than everybody else. I mean, I'm sure there is but I just couldn't get there in my brain. But did put Lex Luthor.
Okay.
Lex Luthor, this guy who's usually 10 steps ahead. Whether he's playing anti-hero or just straight up villain, I prefer straight up villain Lex Luthor. Like the new Superman movie, you bought that this Lex Luthor could actually kill Superman.
Yes.
My Lex Luthor is awesome. The Miz.
I love it.
Now,
only
Brian
question:
knows.
does he got to be a bald Lex Luthor? Does he have to be bald?
I mean, if they're gonna film something, yes, we're gonna have Mike. You're sorry, dude. You're gonna have to shave your head.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't grow a beard, but like
Yeah, I think he's had the fuzzy peach fuzz thing since Real World or Road Rules. I think he was on Road Rules. I don't think he can grow a full beard if he tries. That's okay.
Yeah, that's right. You make it work, man. Because I love you.
He's married to Maurice. He's doing something right.
Right. Now I needed a Green Lantern here, man.
Yes, sir.
And I was going through like who could pull off Hal, and I had a couple. I was thinking about Xavier Woods as Jon Stewart, but then he's kind of a heel right now, and I just didn't feel like that was the right pick. Maybe a year ago, I think that would have been a good pick. I was thinking about Kofi. I was trying to fit in as the Flash, but that didn't work out on my list either. Then I got to thinking about, is there somebody on the roster that every time they come out, you want to punch them in the face? Talks mad shit.
Yes, sir.
I got a Guy Gardner. I got me a Guy Gardner. It is one of my favorite wrestlers.
Okay.
And Iowa boy, Seth freaking Rollins is Guy Gardner.
Nice.
Okay. When you
I just want to see, because Seth has that great mane of hair. They have to do the Guy Gardner bowl cut. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Becky might leave him. Becky might be like, that's
probably.
That's a bridge too far.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is the right answer too. I mean, like she probably definitely should leave him if he had that cut.
Yes.
When you're in the DC universe and you're getting out and about, and I was thinking about like, okay, I need some cosmic-y stuff in here. There is one person who has the main bass itch. Lobo.
Yes, sir.
Now for this WWE person, I kept on going between two people, but I thought one was almost too right on the nose, but then the other one was also pretty right on the nose. And the other person that I was going back and forth was Big Barda. So do I make this person Lobo, or do I make this person Big Barda?
Okay.
Do you know who I'm talking about, Brian?
I bet you I do. If you go with Big Barda, it's got to be Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley, right? But I feel like she is more Lobo than she is Big Barda. But you know what? James Gunn, you need to get this woman as you already cast your Lobo, okay? She could pull off Big Barda. And then we get scot-free. That's fine. I mean, Mr. Mayor.
You know what? But okay, hopefully I'm not going to spoil your list because you said it made me came to this. If you carry something over, Dom could be a good Mr. Fantastic. I mean,
Mr. Miracle.
Mr. Miracle. He's smarmy.
Right.
Because Mr. Miracle, Scott-Free always has a bit of that. He's a smart ass, right? So perfectly, and then Dom gets out of stuff, right? So you can see it. You can totally. Couldn't you see it as if he kept the mustache and he's trying to just straighten the mustache under the mask? Like, wait, or he stops mid comic to flip the mask up to make sure the mustache is intact for running it down. Yes, okay.
I mean, actually, it's even better. He's like handcuffed, and with all those chains and stuff like that. And he's like, wait, just a second, and he just comes out of there and he does.
Yes.
So after that, I really didn't have a lot of women on my list, so I really needed to get a couple more. And the girls love Alexa Bliss. They love Liv Morgan, and I was gonna put Liv as Harley Quinn, but I didn't put her on my list that way.
She was Harley Quinn, and they asked. You remember she had to change her hair color because it was so obviously Harley Quinn that I think DC had a couple thoughts with that. So yes,
right, and I said they should have because Alexa could have pulled it off.
Absolutely.
But my Alexa, you know what? If you would have told me before I watched the new Superman movie, I wouldn't have put her as this person. I mean, I've read the book and all, but Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, she's not your typical Supergirl. She is more unhinged. She's meaner. I mean, and which actually kind of fits into this Krypton that Kal-El doesn't know about, and she does. Yes. So I'm going to put Alexa Bliss as Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
Love it.
Next up at number 8. In DC, there is one overall being that is the total ass kicker. Got his name from the opposite of the light side of the Force, the dark side, and he is a Force.
Yes, sir.
My dark side, Omega beams and all, has some parademons. Nope. Gunther.
Really?
Gunther.
Fair. I love it.
Gunther is my dark side. But you know what? I'm gonna get right where you were going, because my OTC,
yes, sir,
Roman Reigns, is Black Adam. And I think he would be better than The Rock.
You just read my mind.
All right.
You just read my mind, sir. All right. Number
1
2.
more.
Who you got? Yes, sir. I'm loving
one
your list,
more.
by the way.
And I'm like, okay. I need a Wonder Woman in my list. I need a Wonder Woman. I need that person who's always going to run out there, help her friends, be there and can take a beating, is strong, is, some might say, she is the EST, Bianca Belair, the Wonder Womanist.
That is such a great pick. I love that. That is fantastic, man. That is wonderful. All right, so let me see who we got here. So we don't have any of the same cast, but we did use, make sure here. We picked 3 of the same wrestlers, but we did match them up with different DC folks.
Love it.
We did pick 3 of the same wrestlers. So that is really cool, though. All right, I love your list, man. So if you're ready, I give you mine.
Bring it.
All right, so I did mine along the lines of kind of like wrestling, where you have a baby face and a heel, heroes and villains. So I have 5 villains who I have being played by the heels, and I have 5 baby faces. I cast as heroes. All right, so I'm gonna start off with my list. This person I think is the most obvious choice of all because he pretty much looks like the guy. So he's manipulative. He's always behind the scenes making moves. As soon as you think you've got him figured out, he goes to the other side. You know, it's almost like if you gave him 3 people to be in a match with, he screws over 2 of them to walk out with the 3rd. This person is Paul Heyman, and he is my Penguin.
So I was actually going to put my Paul Heyman as my Joker.
Ooh, I have a Joker. Have no doubt. I have a Joker. Okay.
But I didn't feel he fitted enough for it. But yeah, dude, great job. I love it. I love that version of Penguin. Bring it on. Let's keep going.
All right. So next up, first woman on my list is, if you're going to have DC, you got to have Catwoman. And you got to have someone that is all the things. She's smart. She's seductive. She, again, is just, you almost think you have her. And then, again, she's able to outfight you, outwit you. So my Catwoman has to be the one and only Liv Morgan.
Okay. So is Naomi the Catwoman in the insurance commercial?
I gotta think. Hang on.
I think
you're right. I'm gonna have to look that up, but I think you might be right there. Next up, I'm gonna use Brock Lesnar because with his return, also if you take someone, just his physique, he probably, along with maybe one other person, looks like what a DC character would look like. He's big, he's bulky, he looks superhuman, he's strong as hell, and in the DC universe, the person that absolutely fits, and you can see him also wearing a mask, Brock Lesnar is my Bane.
So I almost put Brock Lesnar as my Doomsday.
That would have been a solid pick.
But I think I came down to that and Bianca Belair's as Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I only had 2 women on there, and I wanted to get at least one more. I was even going to cut a couple more, but yeah.
I like that. All right. Now, as I said before, we have a few of the same rest of different picks. So mine is, so I'm going to start with Seth freaking Rollins. So Seth Rollins has been a babyface. He's been a heel. And one of the consistent things about Rollins is that smarmy voice and that really annoying laugh. So if I had to think about someone who their laugh just echoes in my head, it almost drives me crazy. Absolutely. Seth Rollins is my Joker.
I think I like that better than Guy Gardner.
And then my last villain / heel is Logan Paul. Now, Logan Paul, this one I put a little thought process to. Mm-hmm. Because when I look at Logan Paul, he's good looking, he's an athlete, he's charming, he's charismatic.
Condiment King, man, all the way.
I was thinking maybe Kite Man. But when I thought about
it's great, by the way.
Yeah, it is really great. But I thought if you wanted to take somebody who looks like they have all the God-given natural talents and gifts, what would be to give them some depth? You have to give something on the back, something that maybe people aren't see. So how awesome would it be that late at night, when he's alone, when no one's there, when he's got the sculpted muscles, the hair, the face, all the natural abilities, that when he's finally alone, when he looks himself in the mirror, you see a single tear as his face begins to melt, and Logan Paul is Clayface.
That's freaking great. Logan Paul fits Booster Gold as well.
Yes, he was my original booster, then I played with it. One second, my kids got
you. Okay.
Oh, we have to think about. Okay, we'll talk about that. Okay, my son is threw out an idea. So I have to think about someone else. Okay, so then, all right. So then we go into the babyface side. So this one, I came to you because I have to put a Green Lantern.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna old school Hal Jordan though. but I thought about who could be Hal Jordan. Who is that person that has that moral center? They always do the right thing, but also what could be a reimagining of how the Green Lantern powers would work? What if instead of a ring, the Green Lantern powers were in a tattoo, maybe emblazoned on someone's neck? What about Cody Rhodes as the Green Lantern?
I really like that. I like that a lot.
We both pick Lobo. While we both talked about Lobo before, and my Lobo this time when I thought about it, because we both thought about Rhea Ripley as Lobo, but James Gunn, I know you've already cast, but if the person falls that you need a different Lobo, it's got to be Jacob Fatu. Got to be Jacob Fatu.
I can see that. Yeah.
And then by the fact we're doing DC, you got to go with the triumvirate. You got to go with Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman. So here are those three. So we started with Superman.
Trinity.
And the Trinity, yes, sir. So this one was the easiest pick because this person throughout their career actually was criticized for being Superman, for being so over the top, for breaking through things. So while he currently is cast as Peacemaker and has lots of interesting things to say about Batman and Superman, any members of the Justice League, John Cena is Superman.
You can't see me, man. You can't see me.
And plus, I want to see him hang out with Crypto. Wonder Woman. I put this person. This person was the first one I put on my list, and I changed who they were multiple times. They were my first pick as Catwoman. Then they were they were picked as Big Barda, which I love where you went with it. But this person I'm going to cast as Wonder Woman because Wonder Woman is the most powerful female in the DC universe. So it's got to be Rhea Ripley. And then this person to be the Batman. You know how I love me some Batman.
Yep.
But one of the things about Batman is what drives Batman is family.
Mm-hmm.
What drives Batman is the loss of family. What drives Batman is far too young, far too soon. He had to lead his family, or possibly could be moved to the head of the table. So my Batman, and we shall acknowledge him, not from Gotham City, but from the island of relevancy, it is Roman Reigns. All right, sir. So that is my picks for my matchup.
All right. Let's go over them one more time in a quick review here.
All right.
Mine is LA Knight is my Booster Gold. CM Punk is my Green Arrow. Karrion Kross is my Batman.
That actually is my favorite Batman. I don't have a Batman. I like your Batman better than my Batman. All right, go for it.
Seth Rollins is my Guy Gardner. Rhea Ripley is Lobo, but could be Big Berta. And absolutely, Alexa Bliss is Supergirl. Woman of Tomorrow. Gunther is Darkseid. Roman freaking Reigns is my Black Adam. And Bianca Belair is Wonder Woman.
On my list, I've got Liv Morgan as Catwoman. We've got Paul Heyman as the Penguin. Pretty obvious there. Brock Lesnar as Bane. No CGI needed. Seth Rollins as the Joker. His laugh will be almost as good as yours. Logan Paul cast the dark side will be Clayface. Then we've got Jacob Fatu as Lobo. We've got Cody Rhodes as Hal Jordan, Green Lantern. And then the Trinity, we got John Cena, Superman, Rhea Ripley as Wonder Woman, and Roman Reigns as the Batman. But before we go, my son has challenged us. So there was a wrestler listed from both of our lists that he wants us to real quick fan cast in the DC universe. And that is the late, great Eddie Guerrero.
Okay.
Brendan, you said the Joker? Okay, so Brendan says he should have been the Joker.
All right.
Okay. All right. So you can't hear him off camera. So, Bren, we both cast the Joker. So I casted Seth Rollins as the Joker. Well, you didn't cast the Joker.
I did not cast the Joker.
So I put Seth Rollins as the Joker. So what we're gonna do is so Bradley, I'll let you go first if you don't mind.
All right.
If we're taking Eddie and put him in the DC universe, who do you have Eddie Guerrero as?
So with Eddie, you have to do this as like an overall career, right? When I
Yes.
think that yes, he was lying, cheating, and
Yes.
but by the end, he was more of a baby face than he was,
He was.
a heel.
He was.
And man, I really think he wore a good mullet.
He did wear a good mullet.
Did wear a good mullet. He was very acrobatic in a
Ooh.
lot of things.
Ooh.
And Eddie came up with a few people. One I probably shouldn't talk about.
I wonder if we're
Maybe
thinking the same way. Please go ahead.
I'm thinking Eddie Guerrero, personally, one of my favorite characters in all of comics. I've actually said many times, probably the most important character in DC in all of comics. The only character that was started off as a war and worked his way to Robin and then worked his way to break off and become Nightwing, even went back to be Batman.
Yes.
He is Nightwing.
Okay. So Brad says that he would have Eddie as Nightwing. Now, we have
great.
some similar thought process, but it came out as a different character. That's why I thought we were going to the same place. So, Eddie is no angel. But he's not quite a devil or a demon either. He's acrobatic. He definitely had demons that he fought, but he also fell through with his better nature. And RIP, unfortunately, he is gone. But whenever anyone does the frog splash, whenever anyone does the triple suplexes called the Three Amigos, whenever anyone comes out in a low ride, whenever anyone does the dance, he is back. He is gone, but he is not forgotten. So if I had to think of a character who's acrobatic, who falls somewhere between the light and the dark, and who is technically gone, but is still with us today, Eddie Guerrero is Dead Man.
Ooh, very good.
Eddie
Very,
Guerrero
very
is my,
good.
which
I
is
like
it, which again, remember we have Dead Wing, which made me think of where we were going for a little bit.
Right?
There. So I like him as Nightwing. Could you imagine? See, your Batman was
Karrion
Kross. God, could you imagine if Eddie was still around, the vignettes he could have done with someone like Karrion Kross?
Yeah.
You know, he just had eyes for Scarlet, and that would have just been just. And speaking of that, while you didn't say it, if you cast Karrion Kross as Batman, you'd have to cast Scarlet as Catwoman. Like,
Yeah.
it writes itself, man. It
Yeah.
absolutely writes itself. And
Yes, it does.
yes, sir. All right. So thank you, Brent, for that rundown. So Brenda would cast Eddie Guerrero as the Joker. You would cast Eddie Guerrero as Nightwing, and I would cast Eddie Guerrero as Deadman. Regardless of that, Eddie Guerrero, Viva la Raza, gone too soon, but you have 3 fans that still think of you a lot. All right.
Yes.
Okay, so it's time for our game, sir. So do you want to
Yeah.
start off, or do you want my new one? You want to go first?
I'll be happy to go first. I got something
do
new as well.
Okay.
So here's what I'm doing, man. So in mine, I'm going to name an actor or an actress, and I need you to guess what they're known for according to IMDb.
Okay.
So, because the way that IMDb does this is these are the movies that are trending or the shows that are trending for that actor. Now, some of them might be a little bit surprised. I got 5 actors that I'm going to go through for you, and they are all starring in the new movie Weapons.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, so we're going to just start at the top. I'm going to work my way down. We're going to start Julia Garner. She played Justine in Weapons. What do you think is her best 4 projects that she's worked on according to IMDb? Again, these are just the things that have been trending right now.
Okay, so off the jump, it's got to be Ozarks, right?
Yep, that's one.
All right, so Ozark would have been kind of the total list there for me. Okay, so let me ask the question.
Mhm.
Is Weapons one of the things she's known for right now?
No.
Okay. And then one last clarifying question, if I can cheat a little bit. Will other things be movies or TV?
They could be either or.
They'd be either. Oh, okay. Shoot.
And I'll
All
tell you
right.
what, 2 of the things on here, I did not even know.
Okay, so we got to go Fantastic Four First Steps because that's out
Yep,
now.
that's on there. That's,
okay.
You got 2 out of 4. Yep.
Okay, let me think.
I'm gonna just say,
I
you know what? If you
don't
can
know,
get
'cause
3 out of the 4, I'll give that a win.
I like the movie, but I don't know if she's known for it. I'm gonna go Wolfman.
No.
Oh shoot. Okay.
I will say 1 movie is from 2011 and 1 movie is from 2019.
I don't know if this is the year, but it's fairly recent to my brain. The Assistant.
Yes. There
Okay.
you go. There's
Is that
you got 3 out of
2019?
4.
That 2019?
That's 2019.
Okay.
The
all
other
right.
one from 2011, do you want to go for it or you want me to tell you what it is?
Tell me.
Martha, Marcy, Mary, Marlene. Never heard of that.
I've never heard of that, so I would have not gotten that one. Okay.
I
All right.
figured Wolfman was going to be in there and it wasn't. And I'm
Yeah.
like, but that one I never heard of. All right. Next. All right, dude.
She was in the Sin City sequel too. I'm surprised that wasn't up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay.
We did Julia Garner. Josh Brolin plays Archer. These are what are
Okay.
his top 4.
Okay.
What is he known for according to IMDb?
Okay, so this is gonna be tough because primarily because when I think about Josh Brolin, what jumps out to me is his role in the MCU, but he was in multiple movies. So I'm gonna go Endgame. Just no. I strike that. I'm gonna go Infinity War because he was only he was in Endgame a lot, but I think I think Endgame was more about him. I'm sorry. Infinity War is more about the Avengers pulling together. Endgame I felt was more about Thanos. So I'm gonna go Infinity War as one of them.
Okay, so just to be clear, you're only going to say 1 as in Infinity War, correct?
How many picks do I have? 4 again?
You got 4.
Well, let's do both. We'll do Endgame and Infinity War.
Okay, you got 2 of the 4.
Okay, all right. Okay, so now this is the other thing that I know where my head goes.
I know, exactly.
But it's a movie from a hot minute ago. I don't know how many people know that while I'd be trending, but I'm going to throw it out there because this is what I know him from. I'm going straight up Goonies.
Goonies is not on the list.
I figured it wasn't just because, the movie came out in the early 80s. So, but by the way, folks, if you're listening to the podcast, if you've never seen Goonies, if you like Stranger Things, go watch Goonies.
Yeah,
Go
absolutely.
watch Goonies. Okay, Stranger Things is if Goonies and Ghostbusters had a baby. Okay, now. Oh God, he was in an old boy
stuff.
that was really good.
Yeah.
Shoot. There's Deadpool 2. God, he's in the Dune movies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez.
I will say Deadpool and Dune are not on the list.
Okay, thank you. And Weapons is not one of them as well, correct?
Weapons is not what he's known for yet either.
Okay, so this is a movie. I'm gonna tell you what it is here in a minute, but this is a movie that I've gone back. Brett, you ever have a movie that sometimes you watch and you go, "Wow, this is really good," and sometimes you want to, "Wow, this is really bad."
Yeah,
this movie for me, and he's in it, and I really like his portrayal in it. And it was a franchise that probably was done, and they forced not only a third movie but a fourth movie with some MCU connections. But I liked his portrayal. He did his best Tommy Lee Jones impersonation. I'm gonna go Men in Black 3.
Men in Black is not on the list.
Okay, what's on the list?
The other two that you're missing is No Country for Old Men
Oh God, I forgot he was in that. Okay, fair. Well played.
and
Well played.
the movie
Don't
that for it's for me what you were just explaining. Like, yeah, it's either good or bad depending on your mood.
People say Jonah Hex.
Inherent Vice.
I don't know if I've seen Inherent Vice. Okay, so I wouldn't have got that.
Okay.
I was thinking,
All right,
I was
next.
also thinking either Jonah Hex or True Grit, but neither one. But it wasn't either of them. Okay, fair.
Oh
fair.
man, True Grit was so good. So
Oh
man,
God, that might be
dude.
worth to rewatch this week. I've got to find. I forget how long it is, but I feel like it's one that you got to sit and watch. You can't just have it on. But that's
Yeah.
a really good movie. Okay.
Jonah Hex. So there's a new Justice League comic out right now called Dark Tomorrow,
Okay.
and it's horrible. So don't worry about it.
Okay.
But Jonah Hex is so there's pretty much it's pretty much Legends of Tomorrow is what they're building, and Jonah Hex
Okay.
is in there. So yeah, don't worry about it. But anyway, okay, next we did Julia Garner, we did Josh Brolin.
Yes, sir.
Benedict Wong plays Marcus.
Okay. My guy. First
What
off,
do you-
Benedict Wong plays a lot of people named Wong in his career. You ever notice that? Okay.
I mean, you can't go Wong.
Cannot go Wong. Okay.
Yeah.
So, again, it's so hard with the MCU because he's in multiple movies. But I'm actually not going to start there. I'm going to start with the movie that I love him in. It probably is not on the list, but I absolutely love him. He's a secondary. He's usually a secondary character.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because he's really talented. But I'm just going to start with a movie that I absolutely love him in. He's only in a few scenes, but I think he steals every scene he's in, which is, I'm going to say, The Martian.
Yes. It's on there.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Because he steals so many of those
Yes.
scenes. The Martian
So
might
good.
be my favorite. I think outside of the Bourne movies, I think, and maybe Dogma. Dogma's really good too. But I think The Martian is my favorite
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon movie.
I mean,
outside of the Bourne, especially the first Bourne. Some
Except
of
for
them got a little weak.
except for Team America, man. Matt
Yo,
Damon.
I forgot about Team America.
Matt
Okay.
Damon.
Okay, so I'm gonna cheat here. How many MCU movies are on there?
2.
Okay, since he's known more for Doctor Strange than the Avengers movies, I'm gonna go Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
No, not on the list.
Really?
Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is not on the
Okay,
list.
so Doctor Strange is. Okay, fair.
Doctor Strange, you got it. There you go. You
Okay.
got 2.
And I liked him better in Multiverse of Madness. Okay.
Correct. I know, but for some reason, like people did not like that movie, man. I don't
was
know.
such a
Maybe it's
good-
just us.
First off, if you like anything that Sam Raimi has done, if you like any of the Evil Dead movies, you have to like Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
100%.
I mean, he even had Bruce Campbell in it to show. Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't usually say this. You're not a movie fan. If you don't get how on the layers of
Yeah.
that movie, you're not a movie fan. I'm sorry.
And you know what? It's not too late to cast Bruce Campbell as Bruce Wayne in a Batman Beyond movie. I'm
Sure.
just throwing that out there.
Sir. Okay. So, and he said it's one other MCU movie. So I'll just go with him Endgame because I don't think he was in Infinity War.
Infinity War. There is no Endgame, but Infinity War is one of them.
Was he really in Infinity War that much?
No, not much, but it's what he's known for.
But
He was in the
has such-
beginning part of it, man.
right, but he has such
Yeah.
a pivotal role. I mean, he's one of the ones with the sling ring, and that
Yeah.
scene that goes, "What you wanted more?" Okay, again, folks, it's okay.
You're invited to the wedding.
Wong, you invited to my wedding? Yes. All
I
right.
got one more.
Can you imagine? By the way, Stephen Strange was not invited to Tony Stark's wedding, and he had to sit and watch his girl get married in Multiverse of Madness. Weddings are not Stephen Strange's thing. Okay.
Correct. Yes.
All right. Okay. Who else you got for me, bro? This is fun. I like this.
One more. You got one more? Or do you want me to give it to you? Well, we did 3.
No,
Annihilation
give
would have
me
been the
one
other
more.
one.
Give me one more.
Okay. Well, I got 2 more actors.
Oh, okay.
Alden Ehrenreich plays Paul.
Okay. Okay.
And I will say
Okay.
Ironheart is not on the list.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So you
But he
saved
was
me from
really
that.
good in Ironheart, man.
He was very
like,
good in Ironheart. He was very good. And
dude's
again, I can't
a
always
lot better of an actor than he's been credited for.
which I'm really excited for you to watch either Wakanda just by the fact that, and again, it's a historical version of Iron Fist, but it lays the track of if they want to bring Iron Fist into the MCU currently, the right way to do it. Similar to how they kind of fixed Trevor later on. That's how they really have taken some fan feedback and fixed Iron Fist. So I think you'll like that.
And dude, it needs it. Like Iron Fist definitely needs to be back.
Absolutely. Okay. So with that, and okay, so I'm gonna go with okay, let's go Solo.
That's on there, man. Yeah,
Okay. All right. Oppenheimer.
that's on there. There's two.
Again, a movie I wanted to like. I knew it's kind of like, you know how when you watch Sharknado
Yeah,
and you know Sharknado's gonna be bad, but it's so bad it's good. I
yeah.
wanted this movie to be that. And it came close, but not quite.
Yeah.
I really love me some Elizabeth Banks though, so flowers to her. I'm gonna see if Cocaine Bear is up there.
Cocaine Bear's not on there. Did you see Naked Gun yet?
No. Is he in Naked Gun?
So Naked Gun is great. I mean, it's horrible, but it's great. I mean, like,
Right. First off,
you get
every
your Weird
Naked
Al
Gun movie is
cameo.
horrible. Every Naked Gun movie is horrible, but that's why we like, because they were so flipping bad.
Exactly. It is a 90-minute dad joke, and it is wonderful.
And as dads, we will dig that. Okay.
Yes. So Leia. Okay, real quick. Leia, she didn't even make it 30 minutes into it. Okay, so not super spoiler, but at the beginning, the bad guy literally steals the plot device.
Okay. Fair.
And Leia was like, "I'm out. I'm calling mom. I'm gonna see if mom can come get me."
Fair.
So, yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. Okay.
Fair,
Okay.
fair.
You got Solo and you got Oppenheimer. You need one more.
Shoot. I pulled a lot of what I know with his filmography.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. The other two.
I'm at the cap. That's as deep as I go with him.
Because the other two movies I didn't even know he was in. So one is Hail Caesar, and the other one was Beautiful Creatures.
Wait, he was in Beautiful Creatures?
I guess so.
Okay, I've seen that a few times. I did not recognize him for Beautiful Creatures.
I mean, Beautiful Creatures, from what he had to have been pretty young. Let's take a look. Look up his character in Beautiful Creatures. He was.
He
was Ethan Watt.
Huh.
Ethan Waite in.
He had to have been also fairly young, because he's a young cat still. So, and that movie's got to be getting close to like a decade older, if not older.
That movie came out in 2013. So yeah, it's almost 13 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So one more.
All right, let's do it.
This one, Amy Madigan plays Gladys.
Love Amy Madigan. I love it.
So this is what gave me the idea to do this today when I went through here, because I knew I pictured her, I knew her from somewhere, and you can tell me where do you know Amy Madigan, who's Gladys in Weapons?
Oh, I get the feeling that I'm gonna get zero of these, but a lot of the movies that I've known her from, I don't know. Again, they're older movies, so I don't know if they're going to be on the list. I'm just going to go for the ones that I know. So I'm going with Field of Dreams, because we're in
Field of Dreams is on there. If you build it, they will come. And tidbit, I'm going to be watching Nickelback, Buck Cherry, Brantley Gilbert, Waylon, like 6 or 7 bands at the Field of Dreams in a couple of weeks.
You got to bring all the PBR if you're doing that, man.
Oh, 100%, dude.
Okay, fair.
I'll be wearing my Cody Rhodes cowboy hat and everything, man. It's gonna be awesome.
Just promise you won't be into that Wheatley American vodka, because I'm going to say this, counsel if you want to, vodka does not come from the United States. Period.
Nope.
Flipping period. Okay.
That's right.
Go to Russia, go to Sweden. You do not get vodka from the U.S. Okay. All right.
Unless
Our potatoes are not good
apocalypse.
enough. Yeah. No crap. All right. Speaking of that, so I'm gonna go. I said Field of Dreams, right?
Yeah.
So I saw her also in Uncle Buck. Is
Yes.
that up there?
That's on there too.
Nice.
You're doing great, man.
Okay. I'm trying to think of something more recent though. Because I feel like, and what I got to get 2 more or 1 more? Is it 3?
I just got to get one more for the win. 3 out of 4 is acceptable.
Okay. It's a movie, correct? At least I'm assuming it's a movie. She's also someone that's been in a ton of TV shows, I'm sure. But there's nothing in TV that's popping in my brain. So,
I'd say 1 is very old from 1984.
Okay. No. Is it Places in the Heart?
Nope.
Then I have no idea. I just saw that one of my mom's favorite movies, Places in the Heart. I've watched that so many flipping times. That's why I almost went there. Okay, then I'm gonna try 1 more. Then I'm just gonna go. Okay, it's gotta be Gone Baby Gone.
Gone Baby Gone is on there. Good job,
Okay.
Brian. The other one
right.
that you're missing was Streets of Fire from 1984.
Okay.
And I don't remember that movie.
I feel like, is that a De Niro movie? The name just
Maybe. Let's take a look. Let me see.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
see
with
who
you.
else starred in Streets of Fire. Michael Pierre.
That's who I know it
So
from.
Michael
Yes.
Pierre, Diane
Yep.
Lane, Rick Moranis,
No.
Amy Madigan, William Dafoe. Holy
Before he went
shit!
Dark Helmet. Okay, this is the
Bill
best of-
Paxton.
This
What?
is the best of the 80s. This is we are
Right.
famous before we were famous movies. Okay.
Right. Robert Townsend is in there. Oh God.
Dude.
Elizabeth
Okay.
Bailey, even. Jeez.
Wow. You know why we probably don't remember that movie? We were not old enough to probably go see the movie. It's probably what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
yeah,
with that
yeah.
name and that cast, it probably was rated R, and I doubt either one of us could go see the movie without our parents. So yeah.
Yep.
And I was
All
a damn
right.
type of 17 and 84. Okay. All right. That was fun. I love when you pull those out. All right. So one that I have for you now is I really like this idea, and I want to give you applause. You inspired this. So your constellation inspired this. So we both love movies, and we both love like picking out the roles that my family has to deal with us all the time. Hey, they're in that one. Okay. So I thought about turning into a game I call Across the Multiverse. I'm going to give an example to kind of show this out. What I'm going to give, going to give you an actor, and I have 3. I'm going to give you an actor, and I'm going to talk about a character they played in a movie, and talk about it, but not give too much. But see if you can figure out the actor. I'm going to give you people that they played in 3 different movies, and see if you can figure out the actor. So that's the thing. Once you get a point
Okay.
for every actor you get correctly, and then to the idea of a constellation, when I go from one actor, when I go from actor 1 to actor 2, and then actor 2 to actor 3, they have been in movies together. So I'll give an extra point if you know the movie that they were in together. So again,
Okay.
Across the Multiverse. So here's your example. Here's your example. So if I said this actor played a storm that was too hot to handle, he was Infinity before the Infinity Stones were cool, and he proved that sometimes the true winners are the losers. Any idea what actor I'm talking about? He played
Josh
a storm. No, close though. He played a storm
Oh,
that was too hot to handle.
Are you talking Chris?
You getting there?
Oh my God, why can't I think of his name from the?
I'll give it to you because you got Chris, and I know you're talking about Chris Evans.
Yes, Chris Evans.
So
Yeah.
I'll break this down. A storm that was too hot to handle, Johnny Storm in the first 2 Fantastic Four movies. He was Infinity before Infinity Stones were cool. He was the voice of Buzz Lightyear in Lightyear. Buzz is famous for saying to infinity and beyond.
Right.
And then he proved that true winners sometimes lose. He was in a grossly underrated movie called The Losers. The Losers.
Great movie.
Idris Elba, fantastic cast.
Mhm.
Okay. So, so here's the next one. So this actor, he played the epitome of double trouble in a recent movie. While he is not a Cosby kid, he was definitely raised by Claire, but could fight much better than Theo. And When he showed up at the family reunion in Africa, he ruined his auntie's day and threw his cousin for a loop. I'll say these again. In one film, he played the epitome of double trouble, and that's a recent movie. While he is not a Cosby kid, he was raised by Claire Huxtable and could fight much better than Theo, RIP to Master Jamal Warner. And then when he showed up at the family reunion in Africa, he ruined his auntie's day and threw his cousin for a loop. Stress threw his cousin for a loop.
Jason Statham?
No. Oh, bro, come on now. Okay. I'll say, think about it. A recent movie that he played double trouble. He was not a Cosby kid, but he was raised by Claire who plays Claire Huxtable in the Cosby Show?
Felicia Rashad?
Yep. So she raised him, but he could fight much better than Theo.
Oh, Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. So
Okay.
we'll unpack those. So he played two roles in Sinners. He was in the Creed series where his adopted mom was played by Felicia Rashad.
Yes.
And then obviously Killmonger in the Black Panther movies. Hey, Auntie. All right. So that's one. Okay. So then the next one. Now this person is he was the worst taxi driver of all time. Just ask Maverick. Before Jay-Z taught us about the he taught us about the hard knock life before Jay-Z. And if your friendly neighborhood had a blackout, he could supply the power. Again, he was the worst taxi driver of all time. Just ask Maverick. Before Jay-Z, he taught us about the hard knock life. And if your friendly neighborhood has a blackout, he can supply the power.
Jamie Foxx?
Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
Okay, so you've gotten... Okay, so and then last one. He showed us how truly fresh the Secret Service can be. He helped the King of Queens find his queen. And he improved Jason Bourne's short game. He proved how truly fresh the Secret Service can be. And another movie, he helped the King of Queens find his queen. And finally, he improved Jason Bourne's short game.
Ooh, this one might have me. All right, one more. Give it to me again.
Sure. He proved how truly fresh the Secret Service can be. He helped the King of Queens find his queen. And he improved Jason Bourne's short game.
Man, my brain wants to say Damon Wayans, but I know that's not
No.
right.
Okay, so let's look at it this way. So, if you know the TV show King of Queens,
Yeah.
who played the King of Queens? Kevin James, right? Or
Yeah.
how to help you out. So think about a movie that someone helps Kevin James find the love of his life.
Oh, okay.
And then
Will
who plays
Smith.
Jason? Yeah, Will Smith. All right, so we'll get it here. So, Secret Service, fresh out. So, Wild Wild West. At the end of the movie, he becomes one of the first members of the Secret Service. King of Queens, Hitch, and then he improved Jason James' short game, The Legend of Bagger Vance. So now you got those 3 points. So now you can get all 5. So, what movie was Michael B. Jordan in also with Jamie Foxx. So Jamie Foxx and Michael B. Jordan were in a movie together.
The thing that pops. Okay, so I know Michael B. Jordan, Will Smith, or not Will. No, I know Jamie Foxx and Will Smith was in Ali.
They were in Ali together, absolutely.
So was Michael B. Jordan in Ali too?
He was not. He was not.
Huh. So Michael B. Jordan, Jamie Foxx and Will Smith.
Nope. Just at this point, Michael. So, sorry, I'll explain the rules. So, I need you to connect Michael B. Jordan to Jamie Foxx. Just those two.
Oh, Just Mercy.
There you go. And now connect Jamie Foxx to Will Smith.
Oh, that's Ali.
That's Ali. So you got it. Yep.
Okay.
So you got all five. Nice job.
Got it. Okay, cool. Just Mercy is another one of super underrated movies.
Absolutely. He should have.
Dude, that was good. I like it. So what are you calling that one?
That is Across the Multiverse. So
okay,
that will probably make its way. And then, sir, I also have an honest ad. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
All right, here we go. So, as Bradley mentioned earlier, we record from the state of Iowa, and then 2 weeks out of every August, our state pretty much shuts down for 11 days for what is known as the Iowa State Fair. I'm an Iowa transplant, and one of the first things I learned about Iowa when I moved here many moons ago was the state fair is a big deal. So here's my honest ad. From two non-fair goers, here's my honest ad for the Iowa State Fair. Born in 1854 and moving from town to town, the Iowa State Fair has become internationally renowned. From the butter cow to meat on a stick, at the Iowa State Fair, you can eat anything fried until you get sick. There are celebrations of veterans and Latino pride, but be careful on that first Friday. That's dedicated to the East Side. There's a spelling bee, a tractor pull, and weightlifting. If you're up for it, you can even find out if you have the world's biggest mullet. The concert features acts from Def Leppard to Pitbull. You can rock out to Skinner if your belly isn't too full. There are rides, attractions, and more than one beer tent. Just watch your budget, for all your money will be spent. For 11 days and 11 nights, the fair becomes the center of our state. I don't know about you, but I'd rather stay home, watch Rhea Ripley, and master. And there it is, the Iowa State Fair.
Yes, well done, like a steak pun.
Yes,
All
nice,
right, man.
Nice.
Woo.
All right.
Well, you know, a steak pun is a rare medium. Well done.
God, the dad jokes. Okay, you just won the episode. All right. Okay, who's your best human of the week this week, Brian?
Mine has to be one person, and that is my lovely wife, Kaylee. She passed test 3 out of 4 for her CPA. Super proud of her. She's working her ass off right now, working the 2 to 10 shift at the fair. And God bless you, because you won't catch me there.
At least it's been good weather so far. The rain has stood for a few days, but it's not been so if you work the fair, and I don't know if she's inside or outside, but that's the biggest deal with the fair. With it being in the middle of August, the heat can be a thing. Seriously, it can be a health hazard with the heat. So we have been blessed with, in August, temperatures only in the mid-80s. And again, it's rained most days that the fair has been there. Not great if you got to walk around in it, but it makes it a lot easier for those folks got to be out there all day working. You said she's working 2 to 10. So absolutely. And then for me, my Betterness Human of the Week, it's a fictional character, but I don't know if you had a chance to catch up on all of King of the Hill. I loved the choices that they made overall in this show, especially how they handled Bobby Hill. So I think similar to the original show, but there's actually was an academic paper that talked about how Bobby Hill was the best representation of an actual true kid on primetime television. Especially you looking for animated. I think how they've taken Bobby Hill as an adult was done really, really well, and I loved how they've intermixed today's world with Hank and Peggy and all the things. So I have not checked reviews because I like the show, so I don't want to get my feelings hurt. But I really hope it gets a second season. So Bradley, if you've not checked out King of the Hill, I suggest you do it. It's an excellent, excellent show, sir.
Nice. Looks like I got some animated shows to watch this week.
King of the Hill is fantastic, especially how they handle how the different people get older and their lives. So when the series this isn't a spoiler, when the series kicks off, the kids of the show, Con Jr., Joseph, and Bobby are all 21 or so. And so you fast forward that. I think it fast forwards roughly 7 years in time. So Hank, Peggy, Boomhauer, and the lot are at least 7 years older and where life has taken them. So I really like how they've taken it. So again, the show is definitely Bobby Hill centered, which I think is what they should do with it. But it's an overall really, really good show.
Good. All right. Well, hey, thank you everyone for listening to us. And if you ever want to talk, don't hesitate. Reach out. We would love to speak with you. Brian, it is time to close shop here for the night. Why don't we end it like we do every night on a positive note?
As always, I want to thank you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for joining us for the best part of our week. And we really appreciate you, number one, surviving the pandemic and now testing Nerd Positive. As you start your week, here's a few words of advice. Remember, no retreat, no surrender. And Goonies, never say die.
Remember, friendship is like peeing on yourself. Everyone can see it, but only you get the warm feeling that it brings. Every time you feel stupid, you just got a little bit smarter. And never forget, squirrels' cheeks are also their nut sacks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.